how the tables have turned. It used to be men with such high standards of what they...
What standards? What standards are men hurt by? Y'all don't want men. Y'all don't want guys. Y'all want play toys. Y'all want shit to play with on your time. Y'all want a machine that works for you. Y'all want a father figure, someone who takes care of all your shit so that you don't have responsibility, so that you don't take accountability, so that you don't have to grow up. You don't want a relationship, nor do you want a man. You want to be worshipped 24/7. You want to take and not give anything. That's what guys are upset about. The fact that a lot of us just want to use them. Play with their emotions. Treat them like fucking pawns. Only be with them if they can give you some material shit. You're making it seem like we're leveling up. You're making it seem like we're leveling up. We're bossing up and they're intimidated by it. Some guys are. But most of them, they're not intimidated by shit. They're annoyed. And they're tired of it.
A traditional woman will never accept her husband to put on one boxer for 3 days without washing it. When we wrong our husband, we go down to our knees to apologize, to say, I'm sorry. You don't wait and want to claim rights and want to know what you did wrong. You have to go down on your knees and say you're sorry. Black men will go all the way to Africa just to grab themselves a good woman, a good wife. I want to eat this, make this for me, and the wife will obey and do what he wants. Every man, all the men needs happiness. They don't want a woman that is very, very authoritative.
Regarding the modern black women here in America. As a retired Army veteran, I've seen much of the world during my years in the Army, and I can personally confirm how the black female service members react when they see brothers in uniform dating the local women and not them. The irony is that these same disgusted black females are the very same ones who wouldn't give these same brothers the time of day stateside. This was the primary reason why I stayed overseas for nearly half of my career. The one viable solution to address the black American female effery is for them to be 100% without any black men in America, for them to be completely and totally abandoned as if they were a disease. I feel the energy you've got for the women that are not willing to engage and do their part, but we can't throw them all away. That absolutely not.
A lot of women's absolute worst nightmare is the day when men wake up and realize their worth. Quiet quitting was a term that was trending a while ago, where underpaid and undervalued employees started cutting corners and putting in the absolute bare minimum effort into their jobs, working just enough to retain their position. And I couldn't help but notice a parallel to that in the dating society today. Men are at a point where they've become disillusioned with a lot of women because the veil has been lifted. Men are now checking out of relationships that no longer serve as assets to their life, but rather liabilities. Men are seeing the lack of gratitude and minimal to no reciprocity they encounter on a consistent basis from the other side. Unfortunately, we've built a society where men hear terms like toxic masculinity and patriarchal oppression constantly thrown around in public discourse, while they sacrifice at dead-end jobs trying to put food on the table and provide for their families. Men are tired of being gaslit and shamed for their masculinity and nature, and it's making them revolt against the same system that's holding them to unrealistic expectations. They see the complementary balance of the gender shifting way too far, and they're tired of being the main ones holding up their end of the bargain. A lot of women have fallen into the trap of measuring men by impossible standards because their expectations have ballooned from the constant revolving door of Hollywood and free social media validation. Men are struggling to keep up, and they're sick and tired of having to prove themselves over and over and over again just to ensure the love and the loyalty of their woman. A lot of it can be traced back to the proliferation of dating apps, which have hollowed out human relations and virtualized the dating marketplace. This, combined with a welfare state that can act as a safety net for repeated bad decisions and a lack of accountability, has incentivized promiscuity while simultaneously breaking down and demonizing traditional gender roles at the expense of long-term synergistic and wholesome relationships between men and women. Masculine men are the guarding walls of our society, and they've done an outstanding job holding it together, even though they've been continuously shamed and ridiculed for the very qualities that make them men. In turn, they ask for recognition for their efforts, yet society has failed to do justice to their sacrifice and perseverance in the face of all their adversities. The relationship dynamic between men and women are supposed to be comprised of a beautiful complementary synergy, not a tug of war where both sides stretch to compete and they stretch themselves thin. This is the unfortunate state of dating and relationships today that many men find themselves in. Women, in their quest for a vain sense of gender equalism, have forgotten what truly makes them attractive to men of caliber. A man wants his woman to be a place of solace and refuge, not another battle he has to fight. But this is the current societal predicament, and as more and more men walk away from relationships, dating, and marriage, they unfortunately are taking with them the most important masculine qualities that women and society inevitably cherish and need. So until the next video, I'll see you guys later.
Sermons on the air. Now we've moved up into the live internet television, coming to you from the World Wide Web, where before we was on the radio and on my back deck, where people would come and visit. Now we're coming right into your homes, just like the word of the Lord, we're coming right into your homes. Myself and my crew, and of course Edith. Because the word of the Lord can't be measured by a piece of paper. Now I understand that there's a lot of piece of papers in the book that I'm reading, but that's because it's the word on the paper. And brothers and sisters, tell the Lord's coming. See the farmer who's patient for crops. You too, brother Stamp. These fucking lights is hot, man. Nigga, these hold on, excuse me. Can you stop for a minute, please? Why are these fucking lights so hot, man? I told you this is the first time on the goddamn air, you know what I'm saying? I'm sweating like a pig up here. They can't fucking breathe and shit. Trying to look good for the people, man. Getting Milo's. I know who it was. I see you back there. I know it was you. And turn the goddamn shit down, Marlo, or smack you upside your face. Be looking for a new job.